Welcome guys, so this will be my ninth Wilds of Eldraine quick draft. Get straight into it. Okay, seem to remember this is an interesting rare. I've tried to use it before. So you basically make a clone in the first two steps. But you're going to have different clones, right? You can't make the same clone twice. You can't have two Hamlet Gluttons. Let's say. And then step 3, you sacrifice all your reflections, so you lose all of them. So ideally what you want to do after step 2, you want to sacrifice this with a bargain spell. Or even better, bounce it back to your hand somehow. I am going to red draft that, but it's I think it's a dubious rare. I'm not necessarily going to play red-blue just because of that. We have another rare. Oh yeah, this is dubious as well. Lich-Knights Conquest. I don't have any yet. You can sacrifice any number of artifacts, enchantments, or tokens. Return that many creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. I mean, you could imagine that being pretty fantastic, but requires a lot of setup for that to actually work. When it works, yeah, it probably wins you the game. 90% of the time, it's probably a dead card. So I think we can narrow it down. We're not playing. I don't think we're playing both of these cards. Right. Let's look at the uncommons first. So we've got some decent blue cards there. We've got some decent black cards. Isn't that interesting? Oh, Fairy Dream Thief for the fairies deck is definitely okay. 1/1 flyer for 1. You get to surveil for 1, and later you can exile it for a card draw. But we've got Galvanic Giant here, so it's a Hill Giant, basically 3/3 for 3, with a payoff for 5 mana spells, so you can actually stun things. That's really good. The Adventure costs 7 mana. It's draw 4 cards and discard 2. You might rarely be able to do that. And we've got Gadwick's first Duel, which is removal. It does a curse roll, scries for 2, and you could get to copy a spell. It's not sorcery with mana value 3 or less. I think I like Gadwick's first Duel more because it's a 2-drop and it's removal and you can scry with it, which seems good. You can go further down here, so I really like Beluna's Gatekeeper. This is fantastic. So if it's the adventure here is a 2 mana bounce, and then you get a big creature later. Right. Hopeless Nightmare. It's got in 4 damage, sorcery. Bit of value because it makes a young hero roll token if you've got a creature. It's the red spell that boosts power and makes rats. I like Galvanic Giant a lot. I think maybe we will go for Galvanic Giant, and that's what we'll build around a little bit. So imagine copying that with the Apprentice's Folly. Okay, Chancellor of Tales lets you copy adventure spells. So that's another payoff. Right, it's off cookie. Spell Stutter is basically 2-point power sink. Yeah, I think at this point I'm not going to go Hamlet Glutton. Let's try and work with what we've got here. Maybe there's a blue-red deck that's good. I'll grab this Chancellor of Tales. So it's flying. So it's got evasion. Gives you value for your adventures. Okay. Callous Sellsword. Red and black. That is interesting. Corvold and the Noble Thief. I don't think so. It's another 4-mana spell. It's kind of do nothing. It just makes treasure tokens. Then I can play my opponent's library. It's cute, but doesn't really get much done right away. Probably I ought to be taking these Spell Stutters. That's what I'm thinking. Grabby Giant's good. It would be another 4-drop, and I've already got 2. I'm excited. I'm more excited by Grabby Giant. I don't know about. You got to sacrifice a creature to use that adventure. I think he goes well in a black-red aggressive deck, doesn't it? I don't think we're going that direction. Of course, then you could double it up with Chancellor of Tales. I mean, you'd have to sacrifice a new creature, right? I think. Yep, this guy's got an adventure, so he goes well with Chancellor. So let's take the Grabby Giant. Hatching plans. That reminds me, we've got Apprentice's Folly. We want to find a way to sacrifice it or bounce it. Hatching plans is another thing you want to sacrifice. So it kind of puts us on the same page. Oh no, Splashy Spellcaster, another good 4-drop. Creature. Spellscorn's Coven's another good 4-drop, but black. I think I like Splashy Spellcaster too much. And I'm going to grab it. So we can't have any more 4-drops. That's the 4-drop slot filled right away. Living Lectern. I do like this. No more 4-drops, please. Unruly Catapult. Actually, we're going to try and get some instants and sorceries and be a bit of a spells deck. I think. And we do have some adventures. Yes, I think we're an Unruly Catapult deck. We're definitely taking that. Right, Aquatic Alchemist is definitely my early creature. Sleight of Hand is a nice sort of fixer. But yeah, we don't play Candy Trail. We've got to have steady supply of instants of sorcery, so we're going to play Sleight of Hand if possible. But I think got to have a good creature base, so let's get a good 2-drop creature. Okay, that's an instant. Another creature. A decent 2-drop creature. Yeah, get a 2-drop creature that's sort of decent. Okay. We're not playing black. Let's drop this. Yep, it's got to be Living Lectern here. Oh, wonderful. We have a Beluna's Gatekeeper. The more of these we get, the better. They're fantastic. Witch's Mark, I think, is the thing to get here. Discard, draw 2. Yeah, Merry Bards. Really a 3-drop filler creature here, I would say. Okay. A red rare. Virtue of Courage. So, a 2 damage burn spell on the adventure. That's nice. Oh, and it becomes a big card advantage engine if you have things that do non-combat damage. Well, we've got one. No. It's obviously not going to trigger itself. That's the problem. But if we can find any other instant or sorcery that can do damage. Oh, non-combat damage. So Unruly Catapult works. Yeah, it'll be a card draw engine with Unruly Catapult. So we found something. We've got a little card draw engine, which is nice. There is a fantastic one with Unruly Catapult here, where it I believe it's Curiosity. You pop Curiosity on the catapult, and then it just directly draws cards for you every time it does damage. Okay, Threadbind Cleek. Are we going to splash white to use that? It's a 3/3 flyer as well. It's pretty good. We've got four mana creatures. I guess we look at the other option, which is Sleight of Hand. We need. I think we definitely need that in the deck. There's a 1/1 creature with haste, which it's like a filler 1-drop. It's not a big deal. I think we'll get another Sleight of Hand later. I'm gonna risk going for this thing, even if we can't use its adventure. That is an excellent card, definitely. Let's see if we can play with it. That's interesting. We've run into a rare here, which we're going to rare draft and then not play. So, and we're not going to look at the pack. Right, Ice Wrought Sentry, 2/3 Vigilance. Nice. 2/3 Vigilance that can tap down your opponent's creatures. That does seem nice. Sort of just good on its own. But we've also got Monstrous Rage, which is a fantastic instant. And it's going to trigger a few things. Unruly Catapult. What are our other payoffs? That's the question. Aquatic Alchemist, actually. is a payoff as well. Splashy Spellcaster's a payoff. Not that one. So yeah, I think it might be Monstrous Rage. I mean, this is a good creature, but it doesn't do anything for my my deck theme. Transmuter's pretty awesome. I want a Monstrous Rage. I think that's very cool indeed. Gadwick's first Duel. Yeah, this is good. I think we probably take it, even though it's not okay. It's another payoff for its cheap instants and sorceries. There you go. So this is the thing that can copy a Monstrous Rage. Yeah, I think we've got to take that and see if we can get it to work. I had it once. I've had it before and then not had any cheap instants and sorceries. Just taken it for the first 2 steps. Got a good creature there. Minecart Daredevil has a good adventure. But I'm going to take Gadwick's first Duel. We've filled out the 2-drop slot pretty well there, actually. We need a few. I'd like a few more 3-drops. We need. Tell you what, we also need some 5-drops. To be honest, I suppose we've got a couple here. 5-drops. We don't need a lot more, but it'd be nice to trigger. It's Galvanic Giant. Right, it's just given me another Gadwick's first Duel. Okay. Or Snare Master Sprite, which is, pretty good, but it's for the fairy deck. It would just be kind of filler in this deck. I think Gadwick's first Duel is where it's at. Let's get another one. Beluna's Gatekeeper. Right. Yeah, Tempest Heart. But yeah, I don't think we're splashing green. I think it's got to be the Gatekeeper. I'm just going to look at what this is. Stormkeld Prowler. Oh yeah, and a 5 mana payoff thing. Yeah, it's not. Actually, you get 2 +1/+1 counters, so it becomes a 4/3. But no, it's got to be Beluna's Gatekeeper. Incredible blue common. Right, not many options here. Prophetic Prism, another 4-drop creature. Probably not going to play it, to be brutally honest. We'll take another Grabby Giant. We have a Spell Stutter. Okay. We are about instants and sorceries. I'm going to give this a shot. There's a Sleight of Hand. I said that there'd be another one. Might be the one actually that it might have gone all the way around the table. We need 2 more cards for the deck. It's not the best mana curve yet. We could get Merry Bards, which just as a filler for the 3-drop slot. Gnawing Crescendo is an instant. But we're not filling up the board with small creatures, which is what you'd want to do with that. And there's the Evolving Wilds, which, if we do want to splash a colour, that would make life easier. I think just take an Evolving Wilds. Right. Okay. Doesn't matter, does it? Really doesn't matter. I guess that's a 3-drop filler creature. Take it. That is... We've almost got a deck. We need 1 more card. We'll check this out. Oh, isn't that interesting? Red, blue, and green. I guess we're splashing green for this. Good job I got that Evolving Wilds. I got a couple of Grabby Giants to make treasures. That's going to help. That's right, we've got the Threadbind Clique as well. We are sort of splashing white at the moment. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to just rare draft this anyway. I don't think do I have any? No. Yeah. Beluna Grand Squall. Let's go for it. And that's yeah. Obviously, Beluna's Gatekeeper is related. Right, Forced Fruition. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, that player draws 7 cards. Incredible. Very, very interesting. But there's I see a Frantic Firebolt down here. My eyes are drawn, and it's a nice. It's a 3-drop as well, and it goes with the deck. So we probably play that. But in draft, that's going to kill someone quite quickly. Yeah, I'm going to run out of cards. Six mana, opponent gets to cast maybe 2 more spells before he gets decked. Basically. Very interesting. Maybe I should play it. I'm going to talk myself into this thing. And not to take a Frantic Firebolt, which would be just much, much easier to use. It might go around the table. Let's see. Pick 10. It might still be there. Our Firebolt won't be there. Okay. I want to win some games, I think, with Frantic Firebolt. I think I'm going to win a few more with that. So, let's go for that. I'll pick that if it goes around the table. Aha! Frolicking Familiar, that's what we were missing. And this does a point of damage at instant speed, which is important for some reason, isn't it? Yes. The Virtue of Courage payoff. Right, that's why that's important. There's another Galvanic Giant, Aquatic Alchemist. They're both sort of relevant, but let's take the Familiar. And that's a 3-drop as well. That's good. Let's fill out that. See, 3 drops slot is filling out. We've got 26 cards. We've got plus, well, including a land. So what we should do is cut 2 things. Let's cut a Murphy Coralsmith, Merry Bards, both 3 drops. Are they the 2 things that make the least sense? They're just filler, aren't they? Yeah. Coralsmith and Merry Bards are just filler. We've got too many 4-drops. We've got 7 4-drops, which is insane. Right. Hello. So a cheeky little mythic has turned up with an adventure on it. Copy target activated or triggered ability you control. Ooh. Okay. And then the enchantment is enter the battlefield, triggers get doubled. Okay. Okay, Picklock Prankster is a flyer. So that's pretty good. There's another Beluna's Gatekeeper, an Aquatic Alchemist. So pretty good pack. And a Skewer Slinger. But we'll take Virtue of Knowledge. And it's a 5 mana spell. I was saying I need some more 5 mana spells. Okay. I'm just thinking about cutting a spell now. Sort of cutting as I go along. Things I don't really want to play. Yeah, the trouble is I do like the 4-drops I've got here. A bit too, yeah. Chancellor of Tales is nice. I guess we just cut. We'll just cut a double. We'll cut one of the Grabby Giants. Yeah, Corvold. No, I still don't think that's going to be any good. Another Spell Stutter, another Witch's Mark. Well, we've got an expensive deck. My gut feeling would be another Witch's Mark here to make sure we keep drawing cards and hitting drops. That looks like a Frantic Firebolt, and that's an Unruly Catapult. Well, we'll take another Firebolt. That just makes sense to me. That is Curiosity. Curiosity and Catapult. Okay. Curiosity killed the Catapult. Yes. Curiosity, please. That sounds good. I think, yeah, we'll cut some cards later, I think. Let's, Johan's Stopgap. Oh, well, that's a bargain card. Interesting. So that's the thing that goes really well with Apprentice Folly. On Flicker Coin is direct damage as well, and a 3-drop. But I think I like the Stopgap. We kind of need that, potentially. It goes well with something. Okay, nice instant. Takes out 2 creatures. Okay, draw 3 is nice, and it's 5 mana. We're probably, yeah, okay for 5 mana. We've got 4 of them. Let's take Succumb to the Cold, because it's a nice 3-drop. Okay, Vantress Transmuter, another 4-drop, but with a 2 mana sorcery. Yes. Aquatic Alchemist, nice late Aquatic Alchemist. Oh, Aquatic Alchemist again, or Beluna's Gatekeeper. Let's go for 3 Beluna's Gatekeeper. I had a really good sealed deck with 3 Beluna's Gatekeeper, and that worked very well. Okay. So, we ended up, we had to cut 8 cards, which is, that wasn't supposed to happen, but, let's say, if we're splashing green, it's going to be that much harder to splash white. And then, but a 3/3 flying for 4 is still pretty good, but, let's start by cutting that. We might bring it back in, because it is a bit good. I think 2 damage to any target is good. Virtue Knowledge, you can copy a triggered ability, which is interesting. You have to think, well, what's triggered? Well, Saga effects are triggered. But let's tell you what, let's strip the deck down. I don't think we need that one. And I think we drop Apprentice's Folly as well, to be honest. And we'll try and get this down to, which means we can drop the Stopgap, you see. What do we have more of that we care about more? Yeah, Transmuter's just a bit better than some of the others here. Probably better than a Splashy Spellcaster, right? Yeah, it makes sorcerer roll tokens. It's good, but it's not that good. I think, yeah, cut down to 4 4-drops, which is the more usual number. And then we've got 3 1-drops, because we've got Curiosity, that's right. Sleight of Hand, Monstrous Rage. Okay, yeah. So, I guess cut 2 2-drops and maybe a 3-drop. I think I'll drop a Skewer Slinger. Gadwick's first duel, because it's not a instant or sorcery. Put one back in. Let's look at the threes. I think we like these threes. Yeah, we want to keep all of them. I think we want to try and play Beluna. That adventure's not ideal. You don't really want to mill yourself for 7 in draft. Maybe we play a bigger deck. We've got the potential. We can fill the deck out a bit. Play maybe a 50 card deck, because we've got this card draw combo as well. Curiosity. Let's look at what a 40 card deck would look like. Maybe we would. Maybe we drop Beluna. This is the boring deck. Boring 40 card blue-red deck. How many instants and sorceries did we get? 8. That's okay. We've also got adventures, so we've got quite a few on the quite a few instants and sorceries on the creatures. So that could work. That could work. Anyway, that's a first pass at a deck. It's obviously a more ambitious deck with 3 colours and possibly 50 or 60 cards, because we could just chuck everything in really and hope for the best. Anyway, I think I'll call that end of part 1 and have a bit of a think. Thanks for watching so far. Okay, I think I have a deck. I'm not going for the ambitious deck. I'm just going to try and go for a tight 40 cards here. So things. I think I've dropped Spell Stutter. I often end up dropping my counter spells because I think they're just not. They're not good when you're on the draw, I find. That's my issue with them. And I'm not a fairy deck, so I'm not getting extra value out of this one. I've got I think 1 fairy in the deck, but yeah, not a fan of the older counter spells, and it doesn't synergize with Gadwick's first duel, which is letting me copy my spells. See, there's no point copying a counter spell usually. The other controversial move, I've dropped Monstrous Rage, because we're not a creature deck. We have 13 creatures. It's not. I don't think you play. This is basically an aura combat trick. I don't think you play a combat trick when you've got 13 creatures. I think you just drop the combat trick and play another creature, and that's what I've done. I've popped in the second Grabby Giant. I realised these are great because they've got reach. Yeah, so I decided I want both of these. So I'm playing 5 4-drops. So I think it'll be fine. Yeah, then I was thinking maybe I should play a Skewer Slinger as well, but no, I've left that up. So I've still got how many spells? Okay, it's only 3 instants, 3 sorceries, but with a bunch of adventures as well. So it should be plenty of things to untap the catapult. It should be plenty of things to copy with Gadwick's first duel, step 3. So I think hopefully the deck will work. I think, yeah, I think taking the extra step, if we went 3 colours with that, basically, if I lost and did badly, I wouldn't find out if this core idea actually is competitive. I've not played this blue-red deck yet, so I want to try it out. I don't remember playing it. I think I played against it. Especially I did play a notable game where somebody got Curiosity on their catapult. So I've only got 1 copy of each, so it's going to be a probably a bit of a long shot to actually get the combo, but I can hope. I've got a bit of card draw to get there, I suppose. We did draw the Curiosity. Got 2 Gadwick's first duels. We've got Beluna's Gatekeeper. So if it feels very reactive indeed. So these are all things dealing with creatures. Gadwick's first duel scries, so I might play that anyway. Okay, let's keep 7. We can get a treasure with a giant. You know what? Just thinking Gadwick's first duel on turn 2, and then we could go for the treasure on 4. We might not have time to do that because he has a very fast start. Oh dear. That is unfortunate. Bouncing it doesn't do much good. It costs him 1 mana, I suppose. I think we're just going to Grabby... Are we going to Grabby Giant or Gadwick's first duel? Well, it's instant. Well, I've got to decide now with this. Yeah, I think we're going to Grabby Giant. Okay, red-green. The Hollow Scavenger. Oh, with a food token, yeah. Okay, treasure token. Okay. Well, yeah, we can ping, I suppose. Ping a Spear Guard, and he gets a rat token. Then we want to play Frolicking Familiar next turn, and then put Curiosity on it. Hopefully he doesn't kill it. Put Curiosity on it, and then we'll draw our way into our next lands. So yeah, I could have played Gadwick first duel to get Scry 2. I've gone this way. I've chosen a different line of play. It might not be the best one. Well, we have drawn a land, and I now think blow up the Scavenger is good. Oh, or maybe not. Maybe no. Frolicking Familiar. Let's stick to the plan. We can take a bit of damage. It's not a disaster. It's not an emergency yet. Oh, the Genealogist. Superpowered rat. Okay, that gets through. That's 5 damage, so that's some serious damage. A Firebolt. Okay. So I'm thinking bouncing this for 3 mana with the Gatekeeper. Seems good. We get hit for 5 again. That's the only drawback. We can Firebolt. How much does that get? Oh, it gets to 4 toughness, right? We could Gadwick's first duel on the Scavenger. Like a Curiosity the Familiar and attack. And then I'm still taking 5. But this is going to give me some value. Okay, let's do it. Gadwick's first duel. We're going to Curse the Scavenger. We're going to Curiosity the Familiar. The treasure. Attack, draw a card. Oh, what's he got? Has he got something? For one green instant to give it reach. Yep, leaping. He's literally got Leaping Ambush. Oh well. Yeah, one green combat trick just destroyed my game. It happens. Now this is creatures with adventure accounting. Okay, so we take 5. We'll take 7. Okay. I think. Oh. Okay. I want to do it that way around, so I draw a land. Or do I? Do I absolutely need this blocker? Desperately. If I get 5 mana, I can double spell. So I can play a Grabby Giant blocker this turn. I think we need the Alchemist on top, honestly. Frantic Firebolt is just a bit too expensive. We could Gadwick's first duel, and what do we do? Play a Grabby Giant. Play a Grabby Giant. Play a Grabby Giant. Might be the wrong choice. Let's just go for it. Try and survive. Kills the giant. Who wins? The thing we want to block is probably the rat, because it's got ward, right? Yeah, the rat, because it's got ward. Even though obviously I can bounce it back to the hand. He's got Titanic Growth, so we lost to 2 combat tricks after, yeah, after all the bad mouthing I've done of combat tricks. Yeah, that's you know, an absolute classic. Yeah, Leaping Ambush, not seen it at all. First time I pop Curiosity on a flying creature, I run into Leaping Ambush. I mean, I know it's out there, but maybe I should have known. I should have known it was my turn to run into Leaping Ambush. Okay, game 2. You know I'm thinking about the 0-3 now. We didn't have the best opening hand. It was awkward. It was reactive, but it's typical for getting you know, for playing a 13 creature deck. You know, it's hard to hit creatures sometimes in your opening hand. Okay, so we hit a couple of 4-drop creatures. We've got lots of card draw if we need it. If we draw too many lands, so that's good. Going first. He went first last time and still lost. So that's how slow we were. We didn't we didn't do any damage to the opponent, because we would have done 2 damage, but he had a Leaping Ambush. But yeah, good opening. Candy Trail. I think this guy knows what he's doing. We're going to use a Grabby Giant to get a treasure. Boundary Lands Ranger. Okay, let's make a treasure token. Right, yeah. I could curse it and then ping it to death, which seems just excessive, but it seems really excessive when he's probably got big ferocious creatures in the deck. Yeah. Still, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna have cause to regret this, but it's what I feel like doing. It's what I feel like doing. He might have a 4-power creature this turn, you see, and he'd have been able to draw and discard. Okay, he may have missed a land draw. That's unfortunate. We have a reprieve. Okay, so probably what you should do here is play your biggest creature and try and beat him up before he gets a land. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to use up the treasure. Go for Grabby Giant. He did hit an Evolving Wild, so he's got his other colour now. Just thinking, the burn spells in this. There's to do 3 damage, you need to bargain, and the other one is 3 mana to do 3 damage. 3 damage if you've got something in the graveyard. Okay, so we swing in. Play the Familiar, and he's okay. He's red-blue. Okay. He has his own Transmuter. Okay, we hit a 4th land, which is fantastic. So we can just go and play our Transmuter. I can't actually Gatekeeper my own thing because it's only 3. It has something you don't control as well. Yeah, let's play something before we forget. There we go. Something you don't control, mana value 3 or less gets bounced with that. Look how nice the Transmuter is. It's got all this purpley greeny stuff around it. He's got his 4th land, so he's got a Transmuter incoming. Would be nice if you could get rid of the curse. Well, okay, the curse roll would be useless if your opponent could just get rid of it with their own roll, because there's so many rolls flying around, I suppose. The Virtue of Courage. Non-combat damage means you get to exile a card off the top. Okay, we actually have 5 mana now. Witch's Mark, that is sorcery speed. What do we want to discard? I feel like, yeah, Gadwick's first duel bites the bullet. It's good though. Okay, cool. what do we want to do? We want to make a treasure token as well. Pump that up a bit more. And swing like 9. And look, this guy, he's playing the Apprentice's Folly. He discarded it. Freeze in place on that one, okay. You got me. Okay. Right. So, that's 2 damage to any target. That can go face. That's good. Right. So, we are going to Gatekeeper to bounce that. Yeah. We can Witch's Mark to pump that by 1. We'll discard our Living Lectern. Draw 2. Yeah. Okay, back to... Rather, we're up to silver 1 for the first time this season. Okay, we're not a 0-3 deck. That's the good news. This time my opponent had a slow start. We love drawing Gadwick's first Duel, but we've got a nice 2, 3, 4 drop if we want to play Gadwick on 2. And we're going first again, which is amazing. I think we've gone first 3 times in a row, which is seems a little bit silly. So we're going to waste. I think we're going to waste Gadwick's first Duel to just do some scrying. Because I've had that option a few times and not tried it. We'll see if we come to regret it. So we have basically 4 lands. Yeah, Gatekeeper and into land. That's good. We'll keep that on top. We have a blocker. Next turn we're going to potentially double bounce with the Gatekeeper. Now I think about it. We kind of hope he plays another token creature. That could be an absolute blowout. Okay, yes, he does play another creature. Play that, and Gatekeeper... Oh. Activate ability. Ping you in the face. Gatekeeper. Bounce that. Gatekeeper. Bounce that. Can I... Ping... No, I can't do that in response, I guess. And activate ability. We can do this though. And next, end turn. Right. Interesting. Vampiric Rites, you say? Another Hopeful Vigil. Okay. Oh yeah, sacrifice creature, not the... I thought he had a nice combo there. Let's ping again. Okay, counts 6 mana, we can Gatekeeper here. Unless we want to hold on for... We might want to... Right, we're going to be gambling that he doesn't have removal, and he's got white and black, so... very strong possibility he has removal. I'm going to go with the Grabby Giant. I'm going to just assume he has removal, and just hold up. Wait a bit. Because there's probably no hurry for me here. He's going to take, hopefully, a little while to get going. And if we're lucky, we get another source of mana. And we can... do something cool. We did, actually. Got 7 mana. We could actually do this adventure, which would be amazing. We could double up on it with Chancellor of Tales, which is pretty cool. If I go in with the Giant, he's actually got 5 toughness of blockers there. He might think I have a combat trick. So, but I'm not going to take that risk. I'll play Chancellor of Tales. We might top deck an island next turn anyway. We're pinging him every turn anyway. One disaster is if he makes me discard a card. And I lose a really good card that's going to refill my hand. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Okay, well played. He got me there. He figured out I was building up to something, I think. Yeah, if you play a Chancellor of Tales, chances are you've got a big adventure in your hand you want to play, and he figured that out. But yeah, it helps to... he drew his land he needed. I think that's a big scary creature. I don't mind trading off... Oh my god. don't do that. So I can sacrifice things to draw cards here. That's pretty good as well. Maybe we want to consider that. I'll just block with a catapult. And ping you for 1. My turn. You can sacrifice artifacts or land to draw a card. That is good. Okay, I'm going to swing in the air. I'm going to play my land. I'm going to play my Gatekeeper. And end the turn. For only having 13 creatures, I'm doing very well at in this game. I've drawn almost half my creatures. So that means I've got another game coming up where I don't draw any creatures, I expect. Stab wound, -2, -2. Okay. So that's the one I want to trade off now. It's not going to let me. So I'm going to take 2 life from that every turn. Okay. Right, activate that. Beluna's Gatekeeper. Bang. Now can I go for full control? Yes. And then I want to activate that as well. There we go, please. So, yeah, full control works. I like it. And let's go in. We should do 10 damage. Yeah, Beluna's Gatekeeper, pretty good with Chancellor of Tales. Okay, I've noticed something. Now maybe it's a little bit OCD, but obviously I've got the card I'm not playing on the front of the deck. That seems very wrong. I think we'll have a very flashy mythic on the front. We'll have Virtue of Courage. There we go. Not that you see much of it, but there you go. Right, yeah, so this is the sort of the creature-less hand. We have a 6-mana creature, but it's, yeah, going to be irrelevant. But we've got Sleight of Hand. Hopefully that's going to fix everything. We're going to find something to pop our Curiosity onto. That is sorcery speed, so we're going to do it now, because we can't do it at the end of my opponent's turn. Okay, we need... oh, we have to choose, don't we? Right, we are going to go for the land, because you need land early on. Going to possibly have a little bit too much land. We're going to Gadwicks to try and scry, because we're in that situation again. We're really good at drawing Gadwicks in our opening hand every time. There's another land. Oh, another Gadwicks. Okay. No. Let's... Oh, we got the... we got the combo, though. We got the combo. That's pretty significant, right? Let's hope the catapult does not immediately get blown up. Red Cat Thief. Damn it. I'd have loved... It'd be nice if he had 2 creatures I could bounce. But he doesn't. It's got a nice end to the battlefield as well. Oh, hello. No, he's just going to go for the land. Okay. So he's got his forest now. I'm going to play him a catapult and hope he doesn't kill it. I'm obviously not going to play Curiosity on it yet and give the game away. He needs 4 damage. Oh, cut. Oh, God damn you. It was an artifact, so you can kill it with spider food. Beluna's Gatekeeper, so yeah, it stops 2 damage. It stops 2 damage. It gives him another treasure. He's got to spend another 3 mana getting that out again. Then I start playing Beluna's Gatekeepers, which for a red-green deck, you know, taking out 5 toughness, as long as it's not an artifact, enchantment, or flyer, you might, it might, well, we'll see, we'll see. I'm cursing it with everything I say. He got, yeah, it's the Red Cap Thief, yeah. Ruby, okay. Red Tooth Genealogist. Right. Yeah, pumping his stuff up so you can trade with a Gatekeeper. That's definitely a goer. Oh, another. We drew all 3. Okay, so we just check. That is a 3 mana creature. Bounce it. Yes. Pay the ward cost, please. I think we can put him in a bind. We put Curiosity on this, so we get card advantage if he lets it through, or he just has to lose a creature. Nice, card advantage. Yes, please, give me a card. Okay, Evolving Wilds. That's going to thin out the deck. If you like that. Okay, Thief is back. He's got 5 power on board now. He's making another Genealogist in order to pump that so he can trade again. And he's going to actually sneak cheekily go in for an attack. Now I top deck an untapped land, so this means I can do 2 of these now. No, I can't. I can't misplay. I obviously want to bounce this and it has ward, so never mind. But we got another one. Auto pay. He's actually building up quite a board here. But he's going to start chump blocking. It stops me getting a card, which makes sense. But he's got maybe at least 5 damage here. Another Red Cap Thief, yeah. I found these to be good. He's got a deck full of Red Cap Thieves. I've got a deck full of Gatekeepers, I guess. That's impressive. He's got a lot of creatures. I might lose this. Right. So let's dig a land out of there. Due to sheer weight of numbers, I might lose this, I think. He has to block this and trade. Jump block, okay. Play one of my Gatekeepers. That's, yeah, power 2 things can't block that. Gets through with a lot of things, but it's going to cost him something if he tries it. Ruby's going to be a 3/4, so he can get through with 9 damage. I'll be dead next turn. And I can only hit him back for 12. Yeah, good calculation. He just is going to win due to sheer weight of numbers. unless I get a 2 damage burn spell. Okay, so very interesting situation. I can have 3 blockers out and block his 3 things and take 1 damage. If I even attack with 1, I've only got 2 blockers, I take 3 damage and die. So I'm going to reveal the fact, yeah, you got me. I don't have any more blockers than that. If he gets top deck's a 4-power creature, do I play this island? I'm going to keep 2 islands in hand. Pretty amazing. I've got to block with my 2/6/5s because otherwise I die. And he's got 3 extra life points there as well. He's pretty smug about that, I think. Even if I did do my 2 direct damage, I'd have lost to his food, saving him. Oh no. Oh no. Double the power of each thing. Literally, he top decks Unnatural Growth to win. Okay. I mean, there were other wins you could potentially have, but that's beautiful, I've got to say. Most ridiculous card to play in draft. That's going to be 4/6. And yeah, I lose to just basically Red Cap Thieves and Red Tooth Genealogists. They just do the trick. And I do not have anything else in the hand. So now I think, well, I could have attacked with the guy with Curiosity and trying to top deck something, but I thought he had to top deck something to win, so I don't think it made sense to do that. Take a huge risk, and he was a bit too far away from dying as well. Okay, it's actually 2-2. We might not make it to 50-50. I thought after the 2 wins, I thought this deck was pretty good, but yeah, sort of consistent green-red there, just drawing at an absolute ton of creatures, just 3-drop creatures, basically almost grey ogres, and they overrun me. That's my lack of creatures coming into play there a bit, but also just maybe getting a little bit land flooded there. Yeah, I didn't have. I mean, my opening hand, I had just a Beluna's Gatekeeper as the only creature. Okay, here we've got Gatekeeper, Transmuter, Succumb to the Cold. All right, I'm going first again. That's incredible. Did I go first in the last game as well? Possibly. Possibly not. Right. The Ginger Brew. Oh no. Oh, I do not like 1-drop hasters. Cursing it's not going to do much good. Bouncing it's not going to do much good. Yeah. Just going to have to endure this. So, black-red aggro. It's just going to be more and more of this. Okay. Barrow, naughty. So, Catapult can put a bit of damage back on him. That's what we'll go for. He can obviously give evasion to his Ginger Brute. That's an issue. I'll block it. He might have Monstrous Rage, which would kill the Catapult as well. No, he's got Candy Grapple to kill it. Fair enough. Does the job. Get an island there, and let's see. Succumb to the cold. Is that really worth doing? Yeah, it slows. I take 4 less damage because they've got a stun counter as well. I just have to do it in his upkeep phase. Basically, yeah, it's worth 4 life points for me. I think that's what we've got to look at doing at this point. And we can, yeah, we could Alchemist that to the top of the deck. Merry Bards, Young Hero, yeah. Ooh, yeah, no. Gives me a tougher decision if it's actually on the Ginger Brute, and I've got really 2 things I need to worry about. Right, let's see. Firebolt the Bards. That's 3 less damage. Next turn. More Bards. So, yeah, just does another one on there. Okie doke. And we can have a 3/3 blocker. We can actually curse the Bard. Maybe bounce the Naughty. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, you're cursed, and you're bounced. Okay, 3 damage. Right, so I want to, yeah, let's see, Alchemist or Transmuter. Okay, let's go for the Transmuter. See if he has any more removal. He can just keep getting through with the Ginger Brute now. Oh no, it's a Raid Bombardment deck. I am punished for so much damage. Oh no. Okay, Merry Bards is the thing we have to block. Yeah, that's can't be blocked. Okay, yeah, it's a Raid Bombardment deck. Didn't see that one coming, so that's we've lost. There's I don't think we can do anything about that. We did have a lot of removal. Let's think carefully. Witch's Mark draws us 2. We had a lot of removal, but yeah, it wasn't enough. The Raid Bombardment deck. Well, I didn't see that one coming. Okay, I think we'll lose a Giant. interesting. Okay, we drew Beluna's Gatekeeper, so we can bounce that Ginger Brute, but he can still attack next turn. That's the problem. So we still lose. But it's not as bad. We don't lose as badly. So it's just 1 mana hasters, a red cap thief. Because he can. He can make the treasure, so now he can still make it. Yeah. Not that blocking does anything here, but he can make the Ginger Brute unblockable. So that leaves a rat behind as well. So yeah, that works. Yeah. So 2-3 we finish on. It's a new type of deck for me, blue-red in this environment. Oh, and I was playing a deck basically. I saw someone else use against me. Let's see. Well, I suppose it's a pretty obvious combo to get if you can get Curiosity and Unruly Catapult. But I did see someone did use that against me. Obviously, the Raid Bombardment. There's a lot of scope for Raid Bombardment combos as well, as we saw. Yeah, this was just okay. A little slow to get going. You've got things like you got 2 Witch's Marks. 2 for Gadwick's first duel, and if you're playing against 1/1 hasters, Gadwick's first duel's not doing much. We're well set up for big creature decks, but not sort of swarm decks. I think we lost game 1 because we had a slow start. Seem to remember. Yeah. Aggro seemed to be a problem for us here. If we can actually gum up the board a bit and get going. Oh yeah, we had that fantastic game. The second loss was very close. We got all 3 Beluna's Gatekeepers out. Those were our only creatures, but we still lost because he just drew a lot of he just drew a lot more creatures and could push through just enough damage, and then had the ridiculous Unnatural Growth card at the end he just top decked it for style points, and so he got through with 4 damage which he needed instead of 2. So that was funny. So I kind of lost in interesting ways. So that's always fun. I guess if the Frantic Firebolts were the 1 mana 2 damage spell, that would have been better for what we were up against. Lots of cheap, nasty stuff. But yeah, worth a shot. Probably a better idea going for this than the adding green to it, I would say. I might, if I get an opportunity again, I might try that again though. Yeah, I think that is added. Okay, yeah, I think that is a video, so thanks for watching.